All right, good morning, everyone. Tradingology.com trading room for September 3rd. Keeping track of the days. They'll go quick. Let's see. All right.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Dave. How you doing?
So. I wish I could be all bubbly this morning, but I guess seeing you guys is like the highlight of my day.
Woohoo, good morning, Andre. Well, that's good, Dave. Glad we can help.
It is. It is. I got my coffee in the microwave. I got to grab it. I'll be right back.
It's funny you mentioned that. I almost forgot mine. I just literally grabbed it just now.
There you go.
So yeah, guys, it's going to be probably a little bit shorter session. If you guys got some Q&A, Dave and I are on a shortened time frame today, so let us know if you got any questions right away, and we'll discuss a couple things here. Good morning, Keith. Good morning, Asham. Good to see you guys. So yeah, let me know if you got any burning questions. Looking at just the internals here, looks like we had started to get happy, but market is doing a little mini sell-off at the moment. 200 points down in the YM. ES just took a little turn down, so I haven't looked at if there's any news that just popped out, but who knows right now.
I don't think there's any news. The only thing, they did do the unemployment numbers, and it was 885,000.
Yeah, so I was just slightly below their forecast, right?
Yeah, so yeah, I think they were forecasting like 9 something.
So that makes sense. Since it was better than expected, the market goes down because it's typically inverse.
That's right. Jeez. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Good morning, Sean. Keith, good morning. Andre, good morning. Yeah, so I don't know if you had a chance to pull up the DXY, the lesson of the day.
Yeah, let me pull up a browser here. We'll jump into trading view.
There's a lot of cryptocurrencies that are selling off, and I think I have something that we can use. Now, I mentioned this, I think, kind of casually. Good morning, Greg. I did mention this casually, I think, a couple of times, that the cryptocurrencies were inverse to the dollar index.
Right.
The US dollar index. But I kind of did a little more analysis on the charts. And on the weekly, it's kind of interesting. If you go back to 2017 on the weekly dollar index, and yeah, you just want to get into the full featured chart there.
Yeah, let's see. Where's my advanced again? I'm in here so rarely.
I'm pointing to the screen like you can see me.
Funny how
on the right side, just above the axis there. Oh, there you go. Okay. So let's do a weekly. And I think everybody knows that there was a gigantic run up in 2017, right, at the end of 2017 in cryptocurrencies. So if you look at the end of 2017, the beginning of 2018, that's right at the bottom of that DXY move, right there. Yep. That was January of 18, but it started falling like, I don't know, Bitcoin started its big run up to 20,000, like maybe October, November, December. And so you can see, it's like, wait a minute, this is weird, because we've had the dollar index decline when we had one of the biggest bull runs in cryptocurrencies, and it made a new low. But then as soon as it started turning around, so you had like a few weeks, if you go down to the bottom of that, I'm not sure when it ended, but right around that end of January, February is when the high in cryptocurrencies took place, right?
Yep.
And that was the bottom of the dollar declining. And then really since then until March, and we had that sell-off in March in Bitcoin down to like 4,000. And then now we've declined, and we've had a little bit of a bull run in cryptocurrencies. It is almost exactly inverse based on the weekly charts. It is scary. I mean, it really is interesting. So I think we're going to continue to go lower in the dollar like we've been talking about because of all the money printing that's going on a fundamental basis, but also technically I think it looks pretty weak. But it's something that we really, really need to analyze, I think, on a weekly basis in the trading room here, because I think it is going to be the key to where cryptocurrencies are going.
Well, I just pulled up even more historical data. So going back and pulling in 2000 and 2009, look at how low it dropped there. It came down into the 70s. In
Yeah.
2008 during the GFC.
Yeah, and I think what we've been like from 2000, the low of 2008, if you look at it through the high there, when was it, 2017 maybe or so, and then the low in 2018, and then we've been going up. So it almost looks like it almost looks like a rebound from that 2008 low. And if you put a fib on that, look, it was even way, way higher than that. So this is a very, very long-term trend in the decline of the US dollar, which we already kind of know because the way they've been trying to push inflation, we're going to see a decline in the US dollar. So I'm wondering if the retrace that we have from 2008 to the present is really just a retracement and not the beginning of a bull market in the dollar.
Sure.
Have you got a fib you could put on that from like 2001?
Oh, let's see.
You got to go to that thing that looks like a fork over there. Way over to the left, underneath the tools. There's a paintbrush, a T, right above the paintbrush, there's that fork-looking thing. And click the little arrow next to it, and it'll bring out the tools, and then just go down to fib. Yeah, there you go, fib. Yeah, we'll go up from that high to the low of 2008 and see if we've actually, yeah, just about 618. But I think it's interesting though that really when we hit that low in 2018, early 2018, and really the high to the low of like in 2017 to 2018 was also the major bull market that we had in cryptocurrencies. We had a pretty good run in March of 2018. That's when XRP went from like a half a cent to 30 cents. That was a big run. And then from November of 2017 through January of 2018 was the next big move in cryptocurrencies. And that's when Bitcoin hit 20,000. And then ever since then, we've been going down in cryptocurrencies, really.
Right.
Going up in the dollar. So I think it's something we need to review on a weekly basis.
Yep, we'll keep our eye on that for sure. I'll get my skills honed in TradingView for you.
All righty. Because that's the only charting platform that really does a good job with the dollar index here, the DXY.
Right, especially with the super historical stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I can squeeze this down and go all the way back to 1986.
Yeah. Imagine if you went back to 1929, it'd be at like 400 or 500.
Right, 1,000.
Yeah. So anyway, I think, and also, you can go to an hourly chart. Go to an hourly chart because this is kind of interesting too. 1 hour. Yeah. On September 1st, if you look at September 1st, yeah, you got to really drag it out. We had that little bottom right there. That's when, and I was up at like, kind of that early. That's when we started to see over the last, it's only been 2 days now. That's when we saw cryptocurrency starting to sell off again. We had hit about 30 cents on XRP. and Bitcoin was hit 12,000. It was a little bit after that, the dollar started moving higher, and that's when we got another top in Bitcoin and XRP. So the correlation is holding, and I think if it has held since 2017, this is something we really want to pay attention to.
Oh, I thought I heard something else in the background. That was just me. Okay.
No, I got.
Is that in your background?
It's in my background.
I heard something.
I got some guy using a chainsaw. I don't know what he's doing. There's always some guy mowing his lawn. There's one guy mows his lawn like 3 times a week. I don't know.
At least it's not in my head, so that's good.
No, it's not in your head. And of course, the dollar index is up a little bit today, but it's looking a little toppy right now.
Yeah, it's looking a little some selling pressure in there.
And it seems like about 5-6 hours after the dollar either goes up or down, that's when cryptocurrencies start to turn around. So I would not be surprised if we do see the dollar index continue to go lower here and turn around and go negative to see cryptocurrencies go positive. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely.
And of course, the markets are all down, and it was kind of funny because the VXX was actually down. The market went up, the VXX went down, and then the market went down, and the VXX went up. But if you draw a line underneath the right around the 82.15 level. Or 28.18. I'm sorry.
I was going to say 82 on what?
Inverse the numbers are at 28.18. So that is like the previous low right around there, where we had some support. I'm kind of thinking it's going to turn into resistance.
All right, kind of like this bottom, this Darvis box over here.
Yes.
Yep.
So right around wherever the lowest close is. Maybe we'll get some, hopefully it'll be resistance. We close below that level today. That is my best guess.
Yeah. We'll put this here so it'll block it down.
Yeah, knock it down.
Yeah.
Any questions, guys? We're going to wrap up a little bit early today. Dan and I got a busy schedule, so if anybody wants to ask a question, this is a good time.
Yeah, it looks like it's finally doing a little bit of maybe a pullback from all the recent run. Maybe the Fed's taking a day off.
Hey, we hit new highs. I mean, they got that out of the way. They get 400 points in the Dow.
Right.
Big ES moves.
They're cashing in, so everyone's coming down a little bit. Then they'll make it happy for tomorrow for the weekend.
Yep, new highs. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so they let anybody come in today and sell if they want to. Today's sale day.
Yep.
Tomorrow they'll pump it right back up again.
Yeah, everybody's kind of doing the same thing here, so there isn't no major divergences. Same thing we've talked about in the past, right? Big divergences from volume to issues, so it's only a couple issues that are getting things.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look at the up-down volume. It's like just hugging that zero line again.
Right.
Not a really big deal on the advanced decline. They're just kind of, minus 577 is nothing. Remember back in March, we were hitting that 2,000, 2,500 level up and down.
Yeah, we haven't seen those 2000s for a while.
Yeah.
It's calming down for sure.
What drives me crazy though is the this new stimulus bill has been like debated for months, and people are like really, really hurting out there.
It's just ridiculous. Yeah, they don't understand. The best thing I saw somewhere, I don't know if there's a meme or something that said, "You want to see things end in a hurry? Put the politicians and the journalists, or not the journalists, but the media on lockdown. We'll see how fast things get fixed."
Right.
Make them live it on the paycheck to paycheck on their stimulus bill and see how long they go.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend, and we will see you all on Monday.
Yeah, short schedule. Didn't see anything pop up. So yeah, take care, guys, and we'll catch you on Monday again.
Hey, Keith. Glad you're here. We'll
Good
see you
to
on Monday. Have a
You're
great
welcome,
weekend,
Sean.
guys.
You too, Greg. Appreciate it.
All right, Dan. Have a good one.
See you, Dave.